Hello, welcome to SciPro Math. This time I'd like to show you how to solve quartic equation. This is not quadratic nor cubic, these are quartic equations, some of the most difficult equations to solve in mathematics. Let's go into the app. The first thing we'll do, we're going to navigate to the area where quartic equation is located. For that, I'm going to press the rat key and the fifth function keys. Okay, I can also navigate, of course, using the direct link to the area. Let me find okay, it's number 14. Let me just say type in number 12, and I'm gonna press those buttons on top to get directly to the area where quartic equations are located. As you notice, there is already a quartic equation in here. There's only a value of 1 at the beginning, 1x squared. The other values are set to 0. I am going to replace all the values, including the 1, for a very difficult quartic equation. So for the first value, I'm going to type in number 4, and I'm going to store it there. The second value, I'm going to press in 8, negative. I'm going to store it on the second position. For the third value, I'm going to store number 61. And for the fourth value, I'm going to store 2. And last but not least, I'm going to store save number 15 on the last position. I'm using the value transfer function to be able to store the data where I want it to. Okay, so the quartic equation is then 4x to the fourth, negative 8x to the third, negative 61x to the second, 2x, and of course 15, no variable. Okay, so to get the solutions to this equation, I just have to press the button. Negative 0.5, the first solution, negative 3, second solution, positive 5, third solution, and positive 0.5, the fourth solution. Sorry. As you notice, there will be no imaginary parts to the solutions. These are real numbers, all of them. If there was an imaginary solution, of course, I get the value right here. The imaginary part of the solution. Quartic equation do have a discriminant, even though it's not used the way it's used in a quadratic equation, but they do have a discriminant. In this case, the discriminant is number 4. Okay, the y-intercept is of course 15. You can evaluate the first derivative at a point. Let's say number 2. I want to evaluate to get the first derivative of number 2. I just have to press this button. So the first derivative at number 2 is negative 210, and the second derivative of number 2 is negative 26. Of course, this would come in handy if you're trying to evaluate an equation to find critical points, including concavity. If you want to determine the concavity of a function at a certain range, whether it's concave up or concave down, you can do so by evaluating the derivative and finding the signs of the derivative to establish that. Okay, you could also evaluate different values. The equation is already inside there, so of course I can evaluate different values of it. All right, and if I had imaginary numbers, let's type in over here. I would type in any imaginary number of my liking. So I'm going to type 1 for the real part, and I'm going to type also 1 for the imaginary part, just to give you an example. The solution, the imaginary part, the real part would be 17, the imaginary part would be 136. Of course, this is not a 0 of the solution, that's why I gave you a real part and an imaginary part. Okay, this is very nice and nifty to have around. It's incredible to be able to solve quartic equations. Quartic equations were invented by big famous, well, the solutions to quartic equations were invented by a big famous mathematician. His name is Ludovico Ferrari, a very famous Italian mathematician. Also Gerolamo Cardano, and also his name is Niccolò Fontana also worked on this, getting the solutions, but they are to quartic equations. But the actual inventor was Ludovico Ferrari. Let me go back to the home screen. Thank you very much for for staying tuned to the very end of this video. Enjoy life, enjoy math, have fun. Take care.